or this town dog. Now back on the live stream. Oh, not America. I can't write it. I do it every time. I try to use one of the other games. All right, we're on Flight Simulator Extreme Edition multiplayer. We do have other players in the screen playing. I don't know who they are or what they are. They just sit here having themselves a ball of server. That's all right, as long as they don't interfere with me. And there goes a Grumman Goose out. He tackled by me a while ago before I started this video. Now I've got just a minute to do a little preparing, so give me just a minute. And the live stream is up. Let's see what we got right here. It ain't up there, but it is up there. Okay, we're going up there, but it is up there. Okay, we're going up there, but it is up there. Okay, we're going up there, but it is up there. Okay, we're going up there. But all right, I'm back in here now. We're ready to try to get this thing underway. I'm gonna try to get this. What am I lost something. Just a minute. Should be. It's already up. I can't see it. I want to check see if anybody's in the node flying or whatever. I've got all the people in here showing up on the node, but I don't see anybody other than my people in the. They show up as AI on the join FS node. Now let's see what we got here. If I go to, well, gotta get the screen selected first. We're gonna make a flight in a few minutes. It's a short one, I think. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in here flying around. And they would like to see 2 taxi past me a while ago, but I did have the video run. I wish I had them. There goes one yonder, but he's far enough off you can't tell who he is as he comes around, or what kind of plane he got. A while ago, looked like what a substitute, of course, was an Apache, twin-engine Apache come by, or Piper Apache, and then Grumman's Goose come by. But they took off. Now flying. That's what I saw take off a minute ago. I think it was the Grumman's Goose, but they taxied right by me. We could have got them on video, but that's all right. They didn't. I've been sitting there for all day and all night. They had no way of knowing I was going to start a video right now, and I haven't told nobody except whoever's connected on the live stream when it come on. And I put a little on Facebook. All right, what I am, I'm here at Yellowstone. This is Yellowstone. Just KCOD is code, and it has a VOR, but we're not going to use the VOR. It's named Cody, and its COD is the ID for it. We're going to leave here on a heading of approximately 085. Now we're going to Yellowstone West. It's just a few miles west of here. 085, of course, is 5 degrees off of west to the south, and we're going to go there. The ID of Yellowstone West is KWYS, and does have a DME 338.0. We'll probably use that. It's ESY, and the altitude of the airport is 6,644 feet. Runway is 1 and 19 at 8,374 feet long. I don't see the altitude. Yeah, there's altitude I rated off. And the runway headings is 011, and I have to assume that it is 091. The one to be added to both of them. It should be right. Okay. Just opposite. I believe that's right. If not, it's down one. I'm going to call that. I'm not going to worry about figuring it out exactly. I'm recording, baby. Just started. For a few minutes. She's sitting down her machine. That sometimes gets confusing. Alright, here we go. Let's get this thing started up. Check the fuel. We don't have to have a full tank, but we do need enough to get us by. Been sitting there, they ain't idling, probably full. They are full. I'm almost at half the tank, be more than enough. So let's go. We should have stayed there and have them adjust my fuel before I leave here. How about that? Just go to 50%. It should be plenty. Should be enough to run 3 times that far. And again, I could be wrong. Maybe if it is, maybe I can find a place to buy fuel. Here we go. That's got that ready, and our tank should be about half full. We're going to get inside the plane here, and I'm going to push that to full rich, turn the master switches on, and take the key and bring it to both magnetos and fire it up. We got it running. Now we go ahead and we turn on the lights. We're going to turn on the panel lights. We don't want that. Navigate lights. Rotating beacon, taxi lights, landing lights. We turn everything on. How about that? There we go. Now we get this thing ready to go. Like I said, we're going to have to find us a runway now and take off on the. We got a runway no above. Oh, we've got a big plane. There goes a. Looks like a F-14, 16 something. I got kids in here playing probably. You get them 6, 7, 8, 10-year-old and they're going to grab that F-18 or something like that and they go fly. Or run over something and fly into the ground. But anyway, they try. As long as they don't fly through my plane, we can survive it. If they fly through my plane about 1 time, 2 at the most, and they won't be in here if I can find a way to get rid of them. I usually can. Then I'm going to have to kick them out all day long to make them quit coming in, but I will. If they don't behave once they come back, they can start getting in trouble. Now, I don't mind them flying around me. Just don't get inside my plane or act like you're trying to get to my plane. Well, let's stop right here and take a look, see. I'll run a little past the hole short. I want that plane taking off and landing, but it really wouldn't matter that much. What I need to do now is bring the radio stack up, and I said it had a DME of 33. We find that again. DME of 338. So right here, down to 3. If I go slow now, I shouldn't change that first number. It might, but it shouldn't. Three. Probably won't come on to getting there. 338. There we go. And we're going to leave out on a heading. Let's get us something here for directional. I'm going to set this right here. He won't fly it, but if we get an idea of where we're going, we'll leave it out here. You know, I got to read that backwards. I could not have read it right. I must have had the wrong compass up. Just a minute. Let me reverse that because I know it's wrong. That 080 cannot do it. I got to go west, and that won't work. All right, that's going to be about 285. That's 085. 285 is what it's going to be. We're going to be on heading a 285, not what I said. I was wrong. I didn't have it wrote down right. I read the wrong. The compass got double numbers already. When I read it, I read the opposite side. Where am I writing it down at now? Right up here. There we go. That should be good enough. We already know what it is now, but it's 285, not 085, because we're going to go west. That ain't no way that'd be right. As soon as I started to say it again, I realized that ain't right. Put the protractor up. It's got numbers for both sides all the way around in opposite directions, and I read the inside of the wrong direction is what I done. I was in the right position. Just on the wrong side of the compass. The two numbers are right together. Come on now. 2-8. That ain't 2. That's 0. Thought I was on a 2 then. I guess I went the wrong way around. That's 285 right there. That's what I want right there. We pull these two here up, and that shows that right there. And we got that. That's over here. That's everything. Now I'm gonna drop a couple layers of flaps. Check the runway. Is anybody on the front? I don't know if anybody on it. I can't see it the other end. I don't see nobody coming down it. I'll put it the other way. I need to check for incoming on this side. We do have one approaching. Well, I'm thinking to go. I beat him out of here, I know. Keep moving and just keep going. We should be out of his way well. Look. I got a feeling that's not an F-16 I'm looking at. They got a substitute with F-16. That's got to be a hovercraft or some kind, like a helicopter or whatever. Now, I'm not in that old fast plane I was in the other day. I called it the 152 and it was a 172 one I had all souped up. My mistake, it's same color planes, both Cessnas. I chose it and I really shouldn't have chose that plane. Now let's give me a little speed right here set. Oh, that's too much, but I'll go ahead and turn it on, then we'll get it set. We'll set the altitude at about 9-5 for now. I don't know how high we got to be. Well, let's go 8.5 or 9. Yeah, 8.5 for now. See if that does it good. See if that's still climbing. Now we're going to go this right here around to 285. 3285. There we go. Let's bring it around there. Now we're going to watch the gold needle on the right. And about 50, 70 miles out, if we're high enough to clear the mountains, we should go reading. It won't give you a distance and it won't give you a guidance, but it'll tell you where it's at. Let's see if we can get this thing below the mountain before we get to them, but don't we got to circle or fly through them. May have to use GPS to find a hole. But we're going from Yellowstone to Yellowstone West. Look like over on the lake. That's where I thought I was at when I landed on Yellowstone. I realized when I got to the airport it wasn't the one I was talking about. It was the one I chose, but I didn't know there was two of them. I thought it was too far over out the corner of the state though. And I was right there. My mind said, that don't look right. I said, what do you know? Is that music on that? Okay. Maybe it won't be enough to hear. I barely heard it. I had my headset off. Alright. I had to finish getting that banana chewed up. Chawing it and getting it down. Now, we're watching for the signal. Come on, we don't have it. Now, I don't know how far it is across here. I may be lying about that fuel too. It's a pretty good zoom on the map. But maybe it's something else out here that we land on and get a little fuel if we have to. If not, we'll be set it down, call it in. My mistake again. Alright, where are we going now? What we got around us? We're climbing, still climbing at 700. But the other plane is left. No, he's left the ground like coming this way. Let's see what he's going to do. See if he's going to act silly or just fly around. There's one over there. There we go. She's got a video going behind this. Whatever she chose. But I'm not hearing it. Just turn this mic off a minute. She's got something going over there. Anyway, here we go. We're climbing out. The mountain's still pretty high in front of us. Back. Have to be careful not to get caught up here. We done topped out and we're not high enough. Let's get us some more climb. Go to 10.5. See what that does. I'm gonna hold off to the left here a little bit. Look to this. We'll see a spot yonder a little lower. Yeah, I need to climb that ravine there before I get there. I wish you'd turn that. Stop for now. Now, once I get up into this little ravine here toward that little peak, I'll swing left to that one of the valleys to see if I can get there across. I'm still climbing. I'm headed to 10.5. Let's see if I can get a little. Let's see if leaning it out will help me any. I don't have a prop speed, I don't think. Better start that thing back up. That's about as lean as you can get it. That ought to give me a little more climb power. More RPMs on it. So we work our way up through this little ravine back to the left yonder and try to get away at one of the saddles. If it gets too tight, we'll just have to try to swing back and hope we get out of that crashing. I can pull the GPS up and give me a better idea of what I'm trying to do visually. She humming, she gets the high, she don't like it. In fact, I suppose the airspeed probably falling the way it's sounding. Climb slower, but continue to climb. I think we're above this part here. I don't know about the rest of it, Jonah. Over here on my other side, I'm not so sure about. Pretty close, that much I can tell you. Outside the plane, using it as a visual. Come on back all this way toward the saddles on that mountain yonder. The one on the left, actually on the right, looks lowest. Doesn't look bigger, but the peaks are higher on that side. The saddle still looks higher than the one in front of me. Just my left, barely. But beyond it, I see two little saddles of the big mountain and a big mountain behind it. Maybe I can get it to a valley there and cut across these mountains. We haven't picked up a signal yet because the mountains got us cut off. And we done pulled off our line. Just over 10 degrees. We'll swing back and an extra couple, 4 or 5 degrees extra to move back toward the line if we ever get across. Until we pick up the signal. We're pulling off by a few minutes. We'll try to pull back about that long, about the same amount, to get us back into our line we started off with. I don't know why I was climbing Bullwind Mountains anyway. I don't need to get no higher than I can help. I think I went to 11 the other day, 11.5 or something, but I still don't see crossing what I'm looking up through yonder at this altitude. Get my oxygen bottle out and set it up and hook it up and put it on. Well, I'm fixing to have to go. Might as well put her on up there because she just ain't looking like it. Whoop. Got to climb slow though because it can't. The altitude can't handle that fast climb. We'll go ahead and put a little saddle right there and see how tall that saddle is. We'll go through that saddle there and work our way back into yonder somewhere. We need to work back to the right some more. quick as I can. Look like I can hold this altitude back. I see a saddle on the right back yonder, about the same distance over on the next mountains. Once we get across these, we'll try to get back toward that one. Get the saddle right yonder. We may be above it, may not. So somebody left the game. Look like we're above these mountains barely. The two peaks on both sides, we might be above them. But just out of safety, where I'm wanting to go to, I go into the other side. We just picked the signal up. But we can't go toward it due to the fact the mountains won't allow us. But we got the signal, we don't know how far. So under 70 miles, I can tell you that much. Because it won't reach over 40 to 50 miles. Usually. And I think start coming back the other way, which is away from what I need to go to now. I thought I needed to move that way from my line, which I did for what I had preset. But once you get the signal, all that goes out the window. You use your signal. Only reason you use the presets to get around a mountain or something. Once you get a signal, you go to the signal. I hope that mountain right there blowing up and don't catch my wheels when I go across. I believe we just cleared that. Now, I see a hole right in front of me looks like I can make. But the one on the right looks a little better. But this one's not as far off. I'm going to go for this one. I'm not real sure about the height of it though. Maybe I can pick out a ravine. Closer I get, the more I can tell what I'm looking at. We're up to, I thought I moved it to 11, it's 10-8. I thought I went to 11 a while ago. I meant to go to 11, I'll put it the other way. Well, these mountains are high. We just picked up a signal, we probably already had a signal behind us. It gives us a distance over that, 130 miles off that signal behind us. That's not what I thought it was. I thought that was the airport behind me, but apparently it's not. It's something else. It's not where we're going either. It's just something random to come up. We had a signal. Hey, find Yellowstone here. Where is it? Where I went into Yellowstone. I thought I had it here on the book somewhere. I thought it's right there. I drove down the VR, but I didn't know down. COD. 1180 is this one behind us. Leave that right. And 22 miles. I think we was doing 100 something miles out. This plane don't get that bigger. We're going to put that little saddle on it. I hope I can find a ridge that lives somewhere on the other side of it. Saddle may be higher than I can stand. I see one to the right I can hit. Was my first choice, but I wanted to stay here on kind of being closer to the line. I still think I need to go yonder. That's looking. Let me take a little better look, see. So we're close. Well, using that what I got there for information, I'm going to go a little further out of the line, across the mountains and that saddle right there in front of me. Don't be the tallest one in front of me, because my left right here. One in front of me looks taller than this one, by a good little dab. Get past this and I'll be past that one. And that big mountain's out in the middle. If I can go around it some way and head back toward that got to get turned back toward that ADF up yonder as quick as I can. Hopefully I can find a hole through these mountains over that way. If I pull the GPS up, it probably would tell me if it is one, but right along in there and see what we got. Cut the coffee in a glass of water here. Well, this one of them mornings you really didn't want to wake up. Phone rung about, I went to bed late. I was going to get up about 8:30. Well, it was somewhere around that time. I rolled over. I didn't get up. I almost went back to sleep and the phone rung. My sister-in-law said she had a water leak. She's in one of my rental properties. So I jumped up, put my clothes on, got me a glass of water, took 2 drinks, or 3, swallowed my pills. I didn't even drink my glass of water, didn't get no breakfast. Jumped in the truck, went over. She said she first thought it was water, and then she thought, well, I thought it was out of the house because she listened to the vents that sounded out of the house. She heard water running. When I got over and I went around back house, back to this little door, opened the door and looked in the water. I've got all the water runs to that corner of the house if anything leaks. And I had water on there once before. I had it about a foot deep, 18 inches deep in that corner. So I knocked some holes in the blocks right at the bottom so the water could get out. Now if it ever does leak in there, it all runs that corner. You walk around the house, if it's wet there, you know you got a leak. So I went around the corner, of course it was wet there. She'd already told me it was leaking. She had the water turned off. Opened the door and the water was dripping out of the insulation up at the floor. That told me it's at least floor or higher. The water heater, right on the water heater. So I went back inside, took the water heater door off the little closet. It's a hidden closet. It's got a scuttle door. You unscrew it and take it off. And I turned the water back on. I turned the water back on, so I turned it off while I was tearing into it. And I turned it back on. It was coming out of the bottom of the water heater around one of the electrical connectors, the holes. So actually I thought I went to turn, whoops, excuse me. Okay, I just got some food. I had to wait to get through to eat it. Some pizza, and I don't even like pizza. Okay. Anyway, I had that water dropping out of the floor, so I opened the scuttle up and it was coming out of the bottom door in the water heater, so I eased it open. It was spraying enough, it sprayed on me. I couldn't tell where it's coming from at that point, so I made sure the water heater was off, and then I accidentally turned it back on, to be honest with you. And it was actually on, be messing with it. The electricity was on. Well, she had turned it on, and I didn't realize it. I had enough sense to know that I was turning it on and stuff off, but I went and flipped the button. And when I got through, just before I got through, I heard it heating, and I knew it was on. I knew I'd made a mistake. I went back and turned the electricity off to it, but I didn't have my hands on everything. I didn't touch nothing. I try to be careful not to do that no matter what, but at the same time, I thought I turned it off. I wasn't worried about it at that point. And I heard it heating. That told me, dog, you didn't turn it off. Well, you turned it on. Because she had turned it off and didn't tell me. They were never gone when nobody there. They had left the door for me. Well, I raised the little door out where I could see it spraying. It was spraying on me, so I had to get something in to put in there to keep it spraying out of the little closet room. You got a few holes in the floor, the water can get out. But when it comes out on the floor, on the finished floor, I didn't want it out there. I'm turning out the floor now. So it was spraying on me, and I pushed the little door back up and put the screw back in, so keep it inside there and let it run out, and it would be spraying on me out on the floor. Then I went and got me a piece of, actually it was a rubber tote lid to put in front of it there on that little door, and I opened it up, let it spray on that tote lid and run back down in there, not out on the floor, while I was trying to determine what was wrong with it. And I realized it was coming out around one of the elements, but they got rubber O-rings, but it was coming out below that, it's got like an insert welded into the tank, and it's leaking around the bottom of the insert, so one of the welds had rusted out or something. But as fast as it's leaking, I didn't understand that, because usually if it rusted out, it'd be a little bitty hole for a long time. We haven't had any leaks. I ran that corner of the house, and it wouldn't leak a gallon. That corner would get wet, and I mowed that yard a week ago when that ground was dry there. So it's happened since then. I don't understand exactly what would have happened to make it do that, but there's a weld on there messed up, and it's spraying pretty much real fast. A lot of water for what it was. And it's hard to tell where it come from, but I do believe I called it right. I looked at it real good. It was spraying up onto that electrical element. So it could have been around the O-rings, but the way it looked like it sprayed up on them from below, best I could tell. I took a couple of tries and checks to make sure I thought pretty well knew what I was talking about there. But since I just diagnosed it as being a well, I shut it all down, finished shutting the water off, made sure the electricity was off, cut it loose, pulled it out, drained it, put it on front porch and drained it. Well, I drained it before I took it out. And I determined what I was going to need to hook a new one up, make sure everything be right. Run town, got one, brought it back and hooked up. About 3 hours I had it up and running, back in hot. Put the little scuttle door back on. Come on back home. I got back here about 1:30. While I was in town getting water here, I bought something to eat. So I eat breakfast sitting over in the front yard. And she actually had come back home. I didn't know it. She don't have a car. She come in with the girl next door. And I sat there and eat and went to the door and she was already in the house. She'd open the door, come to the door just as I went to it. But she didn't know I'd been sitting in the yard for 15, 20 minutes. Oh, as I backed up to the porch, that's when she saw me. But anyway, let's get this thing done. We still got a signal, but I need to be going off to the left, and I don't see it from here. I swear I don't see going to the left from here, unless I see a little crack right there on the mountain, but I bet it don't go over the top. I'm going to head for it. I could get another 500, maybe. I swear I look like I'm going to have it. Go for another 500, bad as I hate to. Cut that back to 400 climb. Head for that hole. Hopefully I can get through there somewhere. I'm pretty well a couple thousand above the ground here, looks like. But them peaks are so much taller than that. Now I've got a good opening in front of me right now. But I need to go to the left 45 degrees. And that don't look like a good idea. If I cut through that hole right there, I'll be almost right. But that hole looks like it continues to climb till the end. Unless I get above it, it ain't going to help much. Unless as I go through, I'll find other cracks that I can follow. Cracks in the world, broke places. Looks like a cul-de-sac in here. That's the reason I've reached for another 500 feet. Now maybe I can get over something out there. I'm almost above them now, but not hardly. I think. I got a road, the road goes the other way. That don't carry me where I want to go. If a road went through, I'd feel safer. Get up here and around this little corner and get into this valley. It looks more open now than it did a while ago, for further, longer distance. And maybe it'll open up enough to get us through the other side of these mountains. Now, it's 6,000 feet high for the airport, so we're not talking about, it's all high, it's not just that. The airport is 66 something, I think I see it. She put my plate she brought me on top of my book, I couldn't find my book. Now plate's trying to slide off, there we go. 2 pieces of pizza getting cold, but I can't even do this. Now I've lost my page. That's it right there. And I said, let's just keep my eye on my plane if it don't mess around over a mountain. I keep trying to look at the book. What was I forgot what I was trying to decide now. Oh, the altitude of the airport again, to verify it. 6644. I want to stay above 7,000 when I get to the airport until I decide what I'm going to do with it. see if I can get this where I see over. Look here. But it sure changes the view, don't it? Makes you think, what am I doing up here? There ain't much difference though, is it? Just a little closer. The view on that windshield is more magnified than the other. We go got that left opening right on it. Should be where we're headed though. 41 miles off the airport we left from. We'll go into right yonder. We still got to go left to get to the signal yet, so work our way around this little bare mountain on my left. We'll work our way around it and out across there. We're up to 11.5. I have to be on oxygen now, or need to be. So pay close attention because you get awful swimmy headed up here if you ain't careful. Bring that gold needle to the top, but we're going in the right direction. Well, we may have to swing even the other way to get around that. We're moving toward it, we're just not moving directly toward it. Sure makes a difference from over there, doesn't it? In looks. This right here makes it look like, probably like it really is. Uh-oh. I just reset my windshield. I didn't know that'd do that. I know how to get it back though. The Q button's also sound. Control Q brings the view down. Default in 2D. I didn't know that for 50 years. Somebody showed me. I wonder if I can clear that ridge in front of me. Or the one to the left of that little knob. That'd be too far and that wouldn't be not enough. I don't know. We're about sitting between these two ridges, so about as good as we can get. The one on the right, one on the left, both shoot above the windshield. In here they don't look near as dangerous. The left looks like more clearer. Now that's what we look at right there. Here I could wiggle around a little bit if I had to. If I'd have been looking at this, I'd have been over here to the right probably. We're still alright though, we're still good. We're gonna make it. I believe we got it made, looks like. I believe we got it made at this altitude now. I could come around now to my heading I want, I believe. Bring the gold needle to the top. I believe we're in good shape. We don't want to head for that knob on the left, but other than that, I don't think we gotta get quite that far to bring a needle up. Or we go just to the right of that knob yonder. I don't know how far it is to the airport. The only way we tell that gold needle will tell us we don't see it. When you pass it, it'll come around. You know then you just passed it. Now runway 1 and 19, so let's see. Our best bet be right there, 190. That's just a direction. That's got nothing to do with that signal being on. The signal being on is behind us. I'm gonna switch radios right quick. That'll get us away from that false signal up right we're looking at. Now we're on the radio and the green needle points behind us to the airport. And we can turn this one off. Now whoop. Something else out here too on it. Now it ain't on. I don't want it on at all. I want it because it comes on its point. It's something that ain't ours. Confuses you trying to get the arrow over when you ain't supposed to be over. Be trying to work something that ain't there to take you to another airport besides the one we're looking for. Golden Eagle's almost the top of that knob I was talking about straight in front of me now. I'm gonna say we're getting close to the airport. I don't know how close. We may have to fly over and come back to it due to these mountains. It's gonna be down between the mountains. There is a lake. We should be able to spot the lake. Now, if we follow this ridge right here around to the left and back in, probably the lead ridge could be the ridge that the airport's in. Not necessarily, but it could be. If we knew it was, we'd come down in that area to 8,000 or so. But we don't know that that's it. I don't know how far this is across here, so the miles behind me don't tell me nothing. Well, we had 20 miles where we picked it up. 20, 50 be 70, but at the same time, the mountains cut off. It might not come on until 30. So between 50 and 70 miles, somewhere in that area, it should be there. That means we could be looking at it now. Well, I got a feeling it's going to be in the next valley over yonder when we go around behind that mountain. But it could be over the next one. I'm getting away from that knob now, sticking up out there in front of me. Keep walking around, moving that Golden Eagle off to the right, me off to the left. We do have a road which probably goes to where we're going. Up in here, it's got a point for being there. It wouldn't be there. They don't just build roads in the mountains for the fun of it. They usually got a place to go and a reason. We watch that Golden Eagle, it'll tell us we pass it. And we'll find where it was at the moment we passed it. Come on over this way to that valley a little more. I see a building down there or something. I don't think it's no lake. If it is, it's awful small. If we pass her though, then we know the airport ain't there. It's over to my right. Well, the AD, there is an airport. I see one. I don't think it's ours though. If it is the ADF, it's not on it, it's around it. I think the ADF is on this airport or real close to it. It comes up with it. If it wasn't pretty close, it wouldn't come up with it on the map. It looks like I see an airport down there, but that needle tells us what we want to know, or I'm going to have to go check see how far I think it is off there. If it gets confusing, I'll do that. Go to the map and try to get a range of distance and direction. I didn't do that. I've considered that it is on the airport. Now I don't see an airport down there, but I thought I saw it was one, just more land laid out. There could have been one. Now we can come back around to that needle. The needle has changed, so it's telling me that as I move around, it's going to change, but it's changed enough that it's telling me I might be pretty close. When you're close, a little smaller changes make bigger, quicker changes. I hear somebody. It's alright. See, now that right there is not totally satisfying to me. I can live with it. He flew around it, but he didn't fly through me. But he's picking. You tell he was using me as a mark. He flies through my plane and he'll kiss it goodbye if I can find him. They don't actually tell me who they are in here. I hear it again. I think I hear it playing again. Alright, we got the VOR in front of us somewhere. Actually, I turned a little too much. I'm paying attention to the airplane, not paying a lot of attention to what I'm doing. Got clouds. If it's like that, it may be hard to find an airport. That cloud be laying over that airport and in a valley. Be like coming into a totally blackout. Come back this way a little. Once I find the airport, or I can line up on it ADF and hope it's right, but I need to work out around it, and I don't want to work too far around it if I'm too far away from it. It takes more mileage to do that. We can turn straight out to backwards and turn around and come back in if we have to once we pass it. We use the needle on the left to tell me which way it's forward and backwards to the airport. But it won't matter which way. Well, either way it turn, come back, it'll be the same thing. You 1 or 19. They don't have any landing help. Well, yeah, I did too. I did say it had ILS, didn't I? Oh, I forgot about that. All right, let's take that into play. And that'll help us a lot. We got an ILS of 1070. I forgot about that. We bring it up and put 1070 right here. There we go. It ain't on. It ain't on. That means we outside of 40 miles on it. Or the mountains have got it chopped. I got one here, 1070, 101. This would be the opposite of this one. Come on. 011, not 101. Right along in here. That's what I'm reading. Now, we hold it now straight in because we use up. If that signal comes on, and it should, I don't remember what kind of directional it's got, but I wrote it down. It says it had one. It's nothing else with DME. It's got something. If it said DME only, I would have probably written it down. So, rattle. My head's up taking off him. Galluses. They're coming unhooked off my belts on those. They won't stay on it. My old belly too big at pinching me. Like the picture ain't a little fat belly pedal from Tennessee, okay. That explains it pretty well. We still got the gold needle to the top. We still don't have a signal on the. Now I'm gonna set a squawker on nav 1 because I want to know if it comes on if I ain't looking on it here. And I'm gonna come 1 degree back to the left. The gold needle's off about 1 or 2 degrees. Now I'm not worried about directional on it. I'll use the if it don't come on, I'm gonna see why. I'll go to the map in a minute. Once we pass it, if it ain't on, I'll know that it's got almost as much strength as ADF has. But if it's down inside the mountains, it might not. We're 59 miles from where we left from. There we go, we just picked it up. We do have no, we just picked up what? No, we just lost the one behind us. Okay, we can no longer read it. Mountain just chopped our airport we left. That's what that needle was I saw move. So now we can search both needles. Which don't help none. That one of them will take the place of the ADL when it comes on. It'll be direct to the airport. The ADL is direct to the ADL. Across this ridge, she may come on. We still got our ADL. We're doing good. How's the fuel holding? We should be good for a while yet. Fuel, we got 6 gallons. We got a range of 85 miles. So, what it is, we're pushing too hard for the altitude. We need to be a little lower if we can. Since I feel like we've got to be within a range, I don't believe the mountain in front of us is going to come into play. But these right here will, and they're almost up here. I wonder if I could drop down a little bit here will help on the fuel. No, I better not do that. The windshield says don't do that. Get back up on the safe. The little ridge in front of me. Said, don't get down no lower. Now I could cut through it better there on the left and get down there, but we don't know if that would help after we cross over. Our fuel's alright at the moment. We'll watch for a little airport. Check for the nearest airport. Let's see what we got there. I'll try and not use the GPS for really, but at the same time, nearest airport is 19 miles. Should be able to see that actually. The next one after that is 30 miles, which is where we're going. 30 miles. Aha! We got the information off of this. Got it says ILS. It don't say what the ILS is at this point. There's a way to check that. I just don't remember exactly how. But it says ILS. It's got a 8394, which is probably the altitude, which is not what I read a while ago. No, I don't know what that 8394 is. This is runway. I'll select the runway. I got a radio signal, runway and that, and the heading 242. I think is what this is. Yeah, bearing 242 at 28 miles. And that should be close to what we're doing. There we go. We just picked that signal up I was looking for. Now we got everything we need. It may blink a time or two, but we should have it. It's on. This one's on. We may even have a DME on it. No DME. Okay. But we know we're within 28 miles of it. So I'm going to hold off to this side right over here now. And the altitude was, let me give me a maximum approach. 6640, call it 66 and 45. 1. I can approach at 11,001 and be just fine. 4,566. 5, 6, 11, 1, 5, 5, 6, 11, 11, 11, 1. 11, 1, 0, 0. And I can approach it. I can approach above where I'm at. No, down, I can approach here. I'm that close. So we're going to get over here a little more. And we don't have to come down unless we just want to. As long as these mountains are under, we're not going to. Well, I will come down to 1111. That's what I said. 11-1. Right there. Let's come down right there. I think we have to leave here. We'll have to be good at that. Now, I can turn these beepers off. We don't need them on if we got a signal. That's just to tell me to get them on is all that's for. And give me an idea of which one it is, which I already know it's the right one. In my mind, I know it's the right one. I don't really. I guess, but I sure can't read that Morse code. That don't tell me that. I was told it don't say the right thing anyway. It just says 3 letter, same 3 on every one you hear. That's what I was told. I don't know. They just they got it set up right in here for everything. Now we're gonna pull off a little more. Let's go to 2-1. There. 210. Once, if we get a glide slope, once we get it, well, now that's an if too. We'll bring that green needle. Now the gold needle no longer means as much. If it's on the airport, it'll stay with the green one though. I think it is on it. But the green needle's got to come around to 011. And we got to stay out 25 miles or so. Keep it on. We want to keep it on for sure. As long as it stays above my right wing and not behind me, front of it, not behind it, we'll get closing on it. We're not getting further away. That's what I got to use. The only reason we'd lose it is the mountain breakage. I'm gonna come on down to 11. I think it's 10.5. We'll try 10.5. I don't have to approach it high. I don't need it this little plane. Unless the mountains are up there. If it's dark, I'd stay up there for sure. If I couldn't see, I'd stay up there for sure. I'd approach it as high as it would let me. And hope everything is out of my way. In fact, I'd have the GPS up and sit on altitude where I could see what it was telling me. We're having a lot of wind problems here now. I can slow this thing down to burn less fuel. That's what I started to do a while ago. I'll slow it down to about 105 right there. That'll give us more range. It won't have more than what we had probably, but we'll have more than what we would have had now. If we've burned some since then, we don't know exactly what it's doing. Say we're 95 though. We are. Well, we just leveled off. It'll lie a little bit at this point. Once it stabilizes, say if we had 85 for 80 some while ago, but we done traveled a few miles. You subtract it and then add back the gain. But we're not out more than 40 miles or 30 miles, and we're circling the airport, which if you add that to it, it's going to take almost all of it. It's going to burn all of our fuel. I can slow down a little more. That would probably give me a little more range. If you get too slow, you start getting out of profile. That ain't what I was going to change, was it? Get too slow and start getting out of profile, then you'll burn more fuel. But as long as you keep profile, you slow as you can, and it'll give you more range. And with worst come to worst, we can head straight in, spot the airport and land, and not use the ILS. Once the glide slope comes on, I'll determine whether to go up or down, or whether to just hold our heading. And the more I close on it, the more chance it is to come on. And if it don't come on, we got to get on our own. We're level. We are. Well, we got to run our little airplane. Airplane looks alright. Looks like I see a little airport off to the left, but that's not the one we're looking for. But it would be a chance for fuel if that is one, if we wanted it. But I think we got enough without that. Oh, wrong button. Just took a picture. I didn't want a picture. The 12 used to give you a straight, well, it gave us a straight down view. But when it did, it took a picture also. I use that right there and see everything I need to see. That window ain't supposed to be that big. Something's wrong with that. I got a boo-boo there. See it, square around that window. That window square supposed to barely cover that. Here it's supposed to be 20 at the top. That's right. Here's supposed to be exact. Here's got 20 at the top clear. That's to push it down with the top so it won't be up behind that bar. Oh, I'm talking about the left, the horizontal and vertical number settings establishes where that all is at. You add 20 to the height of it and then run the gauge yourself down 20, and it'll give you that little thing at the top. It'll also give you keep it down out of that bar and out of that running ribbon some. So it won't hide it. Just by the time you need it, something come up and you can't see it. That's something else I started doing here lately. But this right here was a total mistake. I know that ain't supposed to be there. I believe I can move it, but I don't have to mess with it now. I'll try to get it before the next flight. Not that it matters, it don't even matter. So I can still move it over there. But that's the window itself is over there now. Gauge is out here. Uh-oh. TeamSpeak just gave me a message, Mr. Razor. Watching. Got him on out there watching me fly this crazy little plane. Trying to get it into Yellowstone West. VOR is up. ILS is not up. The glide slope is not up. ILS is up, but the glide slope is not up. The ADF is up. ADF is in the direction on the ILS is the same. Gold needle and yellow needles laying together. Runway approach is on the nav 1. And we got to get behind the airport to get on that heading for use ILS. That's where I'm headed. Even though I'm running low of fuel, I'm not out. I got plenty, I think. At the same time, it didn't give me any mileage here, so I don't know how far I am out. But we know the ILS don't come on to about 28 miles. So we're within that range, most likely. And that glide slope will give me what I need for height and distance when it comes on. Now I can come around a little more. Wrong button because he didn't turn. I ain't got the window selected. Here we go. That's the reason the sound wasn't on too. I was trying to turn, it wouldn't turn. Bringing the green needle, gold needle back up a little bit as I turn. So I keep closing, getting closer to the airport while I'm getting around behind it. Get this thing on the ground. I don't know how long I've been watching, but it explains what went on today. Big old water heater replacement. So much fun and enjoyment. To be gotten out of the bed to do it, that is. Now I'm going to come on around a few more degrees. I like to stop on even numbers. How about 230? My little meal getting cold. My 2 pieces of pizza then are getting cold. I don't want to chew on them in the mic. Alright, we do have a glide slope. That is the answer. We are plenty high, we're plenty far away from the airport. We are closing and they're coming down. We don't want to come down right this moment, so what we're going to do is hold away from the airport a little more. And not get closer, not get further away, but not get closer. I don't want them diamonds to come down, so I want to hold this altitude on kind of bumps below me. Oh. You know I do. Yeah, you know I do. You talk about the flying of the word. Now I'm in a room. You don't have to stay out of the room. It's entirely up to you. Let me bring that needle a little higher. Glide slope getting lower. Bring it green needle down. That'll stop that glide slope from falling. Start arching that glide slope and not getting closer. Burn that fuel up and run out of gas just before we get to the runway. I should be alright. I slowed down a little. I won't strike slow down another 5 for that matter. And we came down a little too, but not that much. I might come down another 500 feet, not hurt nothing. I'm gonna try it. That'll help it arch too. I'm gonna go back that way a little, and I'm past center now. I hear a plane coming upon me. Or do I just hear mine slowing down? I believe I hear another one on my wing or something. I don't see him. Mine slowing down, maybe mine making a different thing. So it sounds like 2 running, 1 loud, 1 low. Now we can arch a little tighter because I'm down 500 feet. I'm going to go ahead and set where we're leveled off now at 500 feet. I'm going to go ahead and set that right there for approach, for a localizer box, even though we're not near ready. Coming around a little faster now due to the fact that we came down a little. Green needles above center, we're closing again. Come on around here. Come on around another 5. Keep arching around this thing. I think I'm gonna come another 5. Just sort of use the green needle to tell me where I'm at, and that diamond tell me my altitude. Everything is fine. It won't tell me where I'm at, but tell me where I gotta be. As long as I'm below them, I'm alright. It ain't breaking the ground. Come on around here. Get this thing on the ground. It's going to be a short flight. Probably the next flight that I do on this will probably end up going from here to I forgot the name of it. I forgot now. I had it picked out yesterday. Where 2 dogs stayed a lot. I can't think of them. You don't remember 2 dogs probably. But I wanted to check it out before I done it because it's the scenery there I want to put in the video when I got to get there and fly by it. I can't find it now. Uh-oh, look at the wind drill. Ooh, crosswind got me. Autopilot said, I got to correct this. We can't go along with it. Here we go. Back online. Alright, coming on another 5 degrees. Everything looking good. Got line the green needle with the yellow needle on the left. Bring the bar down. The diamonds have started to move now again at this altitude. But if we don't turn no more, they'll go back up. Where are we? See a plane back there. Just gotta have that information now. That's all there is to it. Put it back up where I can see it. The diamonds are still coming down. The green needle is starting to get behind the wing. They should start to go back up by figure. As long as they stay above halfway, I'm still alright. The diamonds, they should start to climb back up. I should be moving away at this point. They're starting to move away at the very least. They ain't showed much sign of going back up, but they should. Green needle says I'm moving away. It's still coming down. Don't lie to me. Well, I hadn't come around hard enough yet to get to it. I think I've seen them move up that time. Oh, wind got me. Got a lot of wind drafts out here now. Crossways. A little windy out. Windy up in these mountains now. Y'all behave. The diamonds are going back up, and my plane also tipped that time, trying to work itself back out. I hear the engine change, corrected altitude. Alright, let's get another 5 degrees. The airport is pretty well north of us, and we got to come around to 011. I can get another 5 degrees, I believe be alright. It'll probably get up a little more. I'm trying to bring them on the left up now. F1. At the same time, the other works itself down as I move. Now, if that mountain yard comes into place, hopefully if it's in that mountain, it's tucked into it. Almost looks like I see something tucked in there. But it would be right now, it would be slightly behind me. Not out there. Actually, right now it would be right. There's the lake. There's the airport right there, I imagine. There's the lake right there, for sure. The one I was looking for. And we still ain't down there enough on that other one, but won't be long now. I bet I can come around another 5 without hurting anything. We'll slow down to 90. Hope that went the wrong way. I was clicking, but I wasn't watching it. Alright. I think it'll fly at this without going down. Clean, I think. Just don't tell me, it don't give me a bearing, you just tell me what it does. Shouldn't be long now, we should start to connect something. We're going to come around a full 10 degrees because we done helped it a little long. And now we're almost straight across the airport. Heading. Not hardly, but almost. Diamonds may come down a little. Oh, we just locked him. That's what I was after right there. I'm going dirty a little bit. Set my approach. Come on now, don't you act silly. It always pops up when you do that. Somebody on the airport or somewhere out there, looks like. Coming around. Slow it down to about 85. And watch the diamonds. We're already on the localizer, so we know it's active. The diamonds are already active too, so we can actually set approach at any time. That's what I'm fixing to do. Approach light on. They're both active. Even though the bar hasn't moved, it's locked. That means it's active. When it's locked, it's active. All right, watch it now. I'm gonna go the rest of the way dirty. I know you don't have to, but I'm going to. And that makes a heck of a difference in the plane right there. Come on, engine, catch up and hold that plane. Don't you let me down. That light should be going out in a few minutes. I'm gonna try flying at 80. I don't know what this thing will do. I forget every time. I need to go in and write them on the panels. I can do that on most of them, where I know what the approach speed was. But every time I have to figure it out. Just flew it the other day. I haven't. Seemed like it approached at 75, but I'm not sure. Or 80. If I lose altitude at this, I'm too slow. That's all I can tell you. Altitude right now is reading what? With the wind blowing us around, it actually showed me falling, but I'm falling back to 10, so that's right. As long as it stops at 10, we're all right. Altitude lights out. We're running a hair high, but we'll wait and see what that does. A little off, a little high. I'm going to slow down a little more the way the diamonds are moving. Sometimes your little speed, the autopilot just can't correct enough to do it. So you have to slow down and let the airspeed do it. Alright now, I see the airport. One of them. That wind is giving me a lot of trouble now. It don't have to be doing this. It could leave me alone. Should break off before we get the ground up. Might not, but it should. We don't need this because there's no numbers on it. Don't need this because they ain't flying the plane in any way. We got the airport in sight. But do need to just for what I'm doing. I don't have to have it. I got this right here to go by. But I sure do like it. I'll fall back on it once before wheel it doesn't. That right there tells me all I need to know, really. I'm running a little high. The cross line is low. That means I'm high. I'm running a little to the left and got to get back to the right to bring that bar back. It's coming back. The wind has slacked off, I believe. We're getting down below the current of it now. Hope. And if that parallel line now don't pass center, we're alright. If it does, we're too slow if it passes much and continues to pass. I'm going to go ahead and close that and use the ones on the panel. Throttle is set for approach on my joystick. Stick out the autopilot to stick it up there. I'll use it in order to turn everything off, make sure it goes off. We are falling, but I think we're alright. We're just a little low though. The white line is above center now. That could be speed, could be just tolerance change. If it comes back, we're in good shape. If it don't come back, we're slow, just a hair. No matter what the actual approach is supposed to be. If it don't come back, we're slow. As simple as that. It just looked like to me it might actually got a little worse. At this point, it's sort of ticklish how much. I think it's coming back. Looks like to me it's better now than it was a while ago. Both ways. A little off to the right this time. The bar is left of me. But not enough. Just a little wind draft, I guess. Should take me to it anyway. Coffee cup's empty. Ice water glass is got a little bit. Alright. Checking TeamSpeak, got nothing in the messenger. Well, because I got the messenger up. I'll change that and over something in it. There we go. Well, we're getting prepared to take over. I think I got a call that one on. Brakes work. Dirty. Everything seems to operate. Obviously we got control. We haven't taken control yet, but it's controls work. The only surprise we'll have it, the nose may rise when I really thought about it. Could fall, could rise, but a lot of times it'll rise just a little. And that other plane it did. This one might not be so bad. Coming into Yellowstone West. Over here by the lake. I see those water laying out there probably over the lake. With some of the clouds laying on the ground on the right too over there. The ceiling is 6,000 feet, the ground is 6,600. So, okay. Taking control. I have control. I might not have control, but I have the plane. Little cross line says I'm a hair high. Let's see if I can correct that a little bit here. Let me take over on the throttle. Give it a little bit. I lost just too much throttle. Come on. The throttle change was too much. I still ain't low enough though. Shows I need to get down heavy. Come on, the bar says get down there. Looks like I'm gonna hit the ground. The bar still be low there. It's coming back. Get down a little more. I'm a little low now. It's alright, let's get to the numbers. A little past the numbers ain't gonna matter. Up nose. On the ground. Find a place to park this thing. Get Yellowstone West and see what we got going. We got fall colors out there today, people. I don't know when they changed, but fall colors have moved in. I thought they come in 1st of October, but it's September. They're here. Fall colors is in, starting to come in. They leave all the trees, the hardwoods done turned. Your pines are green, the rest of them are done changed. Watch it. Don't turn so fast. A lot of reflections on your windshield. I missed it before. The reflection on the windshield, the two sides of the seats, the checkerboard to the seat covers. The seat cover I'm in, the reflections on the windshield will be sitting on it. How in the world to do that? I can see how a pair of blue jeans or something reflects the purple, not that checkerboard. The other side of the checkerboard is right, ain't nobody in that seat. But this side ain't supposed to be checkerboard. I'm sitting in the seat, that checkerboard does not reflect that windshield. I got something checking that checkerboard real good right now. I guarantee it's all covered too, not just part of it. Look here, I found me a fuel box. Holy Grail sitting right there waiting on me, and nobody, whoop, 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 don't turn so fast. We're gonna top this thing off. Since I changed that, I might be able to see. Yeah, I can. Wish I knew how to change that permanently, but I don't. What's in the fuel gauge? Of course, I got it on distance, not gallons. There's gallons there. Oh, we got 2 gallons. We were getting pretty close, wasn't we? Turn. Should be close enough. 23 gallons. We're full. Trying to find a button that's outside the plane. Got it with 2 gallons of fuel. We was cutting it pretty close, like I said. 2 gallons is a lot of fuel when all you got to do is land. If you don't have to land on the other end of the world. In this plane. 2 gallons, almost 10% of it. Right there. That ain't a parking place, that's what we got. There's one right there though. Go over and park on this greasy spot so it drifts, it won't make a new one. I've changed the oil, that was like tonight. Right there, we call that good. That. Close all these out of the way. Those are made on there, those are not part of that. Uh-oh, watch out. Getting all drunk here. Windshield moving around. Okay, here we go. We're gonna shut this thing down. I didn't turn the lights off on the whole trip. Left them on. That's right. Well, at least I had them when I landed, didn't I? I think one of them went up in yet, did. There you go. All them's off. We're gonna turn this off. It wouldn't hurt to shut the fuel off first. Slow flight, wouldn't it? Come on. It shut off a while ago, I heard it. Oh, okay, pack is off. It was already, oh, I'll tell you what I didn't do. I made a mistake too. There's another boo-boo right there. I'm good at that. I was supposed to put that back full rich before I come down, and I didn't do it. Of course, up here, probably full rich instead. You probably should modify it just a little due to altitude. We're still at 6,000 feet. But you go full rich as a rule. But I would think at high altitude it would have to be altered just a little. A lot of planes won't even idle at that. You have to crack the throttle a little, keep them running. All right, that's down, that's down, that's down. Everything is down. The lights are all off, I think. Go outside and eyeball the plane. Yep, everything is off. That's going to be a flight for the day. That's from Yellowstone to Yellowstone West. I'll put it up here later. I've got another I ain't put up yet. 2 little hunt I done. I got behind on just a little bit. I did a couple of short ones, but I did still do the long ones. And held on to one of them a little bit. The last one I put up had a good ending. Sure did. That hunt was a good one. Oh, we see clouds out there. I thought maybe it was a dust storm. All right, that's going to be it. This town, though. I'm going to bye-bye, and I'll catch y'all later. We'll fly, we'll drive, we'll hunt, we'll do something, and I don't know what yet myself. Pretty bad about jumping the hunt, no. But I got to take a break, too. I got some things I got to do. I don't know what. Need to be outside working. When I have my surgery, it'll be a week or two. I can't do much of nothing, so I've got things I need to get done before then, like this little porch out here, because that material's going to get ruined if I don't get it up. It's been on that porch for over a week. The heat will run it. The sun will run it. It ain't in the sun, but the heat will run it. The rain's on it ain't good for it. Rain will get on it a little bit where it's at. Need to get that done before I have to go have my eye surgery. And once it's done, I won't be able to jump and run like I did this morning for at least a week. Tell me not to even lace my shoes. She said you can lace your shoes, but get your head back in the air just as quick as you could. No more than a few seconds down there if you could help it. Keep your head up in the air. Don't bend over. Don't pick up nothing over 15 pounds. I think she said for a week or so. Got to check all that out. So that means that's what I done today. I had to pick up about 100 or so pounds by myself and drag it and this, that, and the other. So that's the way it went. This town dog, I'm going to bye-bye. I'll catch y'all later. We'll discuss something stupid later. Gotta go. It won't stop.